welcome to the Simply Bowie Magazine television show. My name is Veronica Fountain, and today we have a great show ahead of us today. I am here today with Jackie's Gardening Gems. The owner is Jackie Foster. Welcome to the show, Jackie. How are you today?
I'm well, Veronica. Thank you for having me today.
Awesome. So you're a local business right here in the heart of the Bowie metro area.
Yes.
Tell me about your business.
Okay, so this business, it's 5 years old, and as you said, locally based. I focus mainly on houseplants, plant care and maintenance, as well as sustainable gardening. You know, backyard gardening, small kitchen gardens. So that's the main focus of the business.
Okay, and you also do home offices. You actually travel out to offices as well.
Yes. So the business has several models, and I offer, and I'll go through. The first one I offer is like a subscription-based service whereby I go in on regular schedule. It could be monthly or weekly to service plants in your office or in your home.
Okay.
And service includes pruning, you know, watering, taking care of leaves. I even brought a sample with me today to show you, to demonstrate some of what I do on a regular scheduled visit. I also offer one-time services. So for persons who are comfortable caring for their plants, and don't need that as regular maintenance, I do one-time visits as well, you know, to do whatever is needed for their plants.
So let's go and just walk me through the plants that you have beautifully here on the table, lush green. Just walk me through to each one of these plants.
So here we have a pothos. This is one of the most beginner-friendly plants. This is easy to care for. You can easily propagate. You can go for periods of a long time without watering. In the front here, we have a more delicate, this is an African violet.
African violet.
Yes, it produces flowers, but it's not flowering at this time, but it's also a nice plant to have on your desk at work.
Okay, yes.
Right?
Okay.
On this side, we have a peace lily in the back here, and peace lily symbolizes peace.
I was just going to ask you that. What does that symbolize?
Peace, prosperity, and you know, lots of good vibes.
And of course, I recognize the spider plant because my mom used to have this plant.
Yes.
And it would grow all over the house.
Yes,
so
it's easy.
I know that's an easy plant.
Propagates easy, another beginner friendly. And then we have lastly this peperomia. Peperomia.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know, it's easy as well. Thick rubbery leaves. Likes a lot of sunlight. So,
awesome. What made you get into this business? What made you get
into? I'm an avid gardener. I've always had gardens. Since a child growing up, we always had a backyard garden.
Okay.
Later on, I earned my degree in botany in college, so I'm a trained botanist. And then later on, my love for plants just blossomed into this business, which it started off by me posting things on Facebook and receiving positive feedback.
Okay, awesome. That is awesome. And so when you mentioned like going to the office to tend for plants, I mean, there's normally a reception at the front desk that normally can just reach over and you know, what would be a different service for that dentist, that office to hire you and bring you in to tend to the office plants?
All right, well, first of all, the service that I offer is personalized.
Personalized,
and, it's convenient, and also
yes, I like that. I like that the most.
Yeah.
Just tell it to the most for me. Now, where are you originally from?
So I'm Jamaican.
Okay,
but I've
beautiful
been
Jamaica.
Yes, but I'm local. I've been living in Bowie for, I've been living in Prince George's County almost 3 decades.
Okay, a long time.
Yeah, so I'm in the community, a part of the neighborhood.
And you service all of the areas.
Prince George's and neighboring counties.
The neighboring counties as well. Okay, so springtime is coming. We're springing forward this weekend.
Yes.
When is the best time to start planting? When is the best time to
start the gardening
to start the gardening, or indoors or outdoors, or if there's a difference?
So I think February, round about, you know, the end of January, February is a good time to start your seeds indoors. If you're
indoors,
you can start your seeds. You're going to need like a grow lamp and a heat mat to get those seeds started, because they need the warmth and they need the sunlight, which you know, we don't have enough of yet.
Right.
And then if
plenty of rain today, but not enough sunlight.
For outdoor gardening, you have to wait until after the last frost, which is typically towards the end of April.
The end of April.
And again, it varies depending on your region, but here in our region, you wait until after the last frost, which is typically towards the end of April.
The end of April, pretty much. So, and let me ask you this. I don't have a green thumb at all. I do not have a green thumb. For those that don't have a green thumb, how do you start that? How do you just start? Do you just go get some seeds and some dirt in a pot?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So on my social media, I post a lot of videos on how-tos.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So how to go ahead, get started with your garden. The main thing, you don't need a lot of space. You could start with a container. And so one of the main things is to ensure that your containers have hole at the bottom, holes.
So the water can go through.
Water can go through, and you need good potting soil.
Okay.
So soil that will not, clog. And you can start your seeds in those pots, or what I suggest to some gardeners who are not green thumb, as you say.
Exactly.
Go to the garden center when it warms up and buy yourself those little transplants. So the plants that are already about 6 inches, you could buy them and then bring them and add that to your garden. So you get a head start on the gardening without having to do the starting your seeds indoors.
God. Do you have to transfer, let's say, of a lot of people that have downsized and a lot of people are living more condo, or they don't have that backyard to start growing, a lush garden. Will they be able to continue with their growing in containers?
Yes.
Okay,
herbs,
that's good to know.
Herbs and vegetables do very well in containers. You can have a small pot with several different herbs growing on a balcony or on a windowsill.
That is good to know. Yes. What about the bugs? That's one thing, the bugs and the rabbits coming around.
I'm glad you asked that, because that's one of the services I offer, like identifying pests and mitigation, just helping to get rid of pests. I do also have videos on my Facebook, on my Instagram page that suggest, you can include in your garden certain plants that deter, like deer and rabbits, so they don't like it, the taste of them.
So
they'll stay away. It won't kill, but it will keep them away.
Keep them away.
Another good thing you can do is something called companion planting, where you include like marigolds in your garden. Marigolds, again, certain pests don't like it, so they will stay away from your garden. And at the same time, they help to pollinate your plants. So
is that the same when plants are inside as well? Because I've been over like a friend's house before, and he has plants everywhere, and there's always like a gnat or a bug, and and it's like.
So inside plants.
Is that the same?
It's not the same, but it's still a problem. They do have the fungus gnats, and I can help to get rid of that. There's several ways to do that. Have you ever seen those yellow sticky tapes?
I have.
So the yellow sticky tapes you could add, and the adult flies will get trapped on that. They will die, and that over time will reduce the population. And there are other things you can do as well.
Interesting. So now we hear that the grocery store prices are high, right? They are high. The eggs are high. Everything is high right now in the grocery store. So people are like, I'm going to start growing my own food.
I would recommend that. I definitely recommend.
What's easier to start with for people that want to grow their own food? Vegetables or the herbs?
Herbs. I definitely say the herbs. And we all cook, well, not all. Most people cook, and we need to include the herbs. So herbs, I would say, are some of the easiest ones to start with.
Which ones?
Like definitely rosemary. You could do basil, thyme, oregano, and sage. And a good thing with that is that those herbs, they come back every year. So they'll die down in the winter, but the next spring you just top the soil up, and those herbs will come back every year.
I have a neighbor she grows tomatoes.
And
she actually bring me some, drop
them
off.
That's another good one, I think.
And in a pot, she does it in a container.
Every kitchen garden, I think every kitchen garden should have peppers and tomatoes.
Peppers,
as staples, yes, for sure.
Awesome. So,
So I brought this plant that I wanted to demonstrate. It is in need of some TLC.
Tender loving care.
And so basically what I do before I try to prune anything, I always sterilize my tools with little spritz of alcohol, just to make sure that I'm not spreading anything from one to the other.
I didn't even know you had to do that.
Yes. So pruning, you want to remove all the dead and dried up leaves. And I can show you, these are all, go through anything that's bruised. This plant grows fairly quickly, so even though it looks like I'm taking a lot off of it, If with good watering, with good watering, within a
Yes.
week you'll see a lot of new growth.
The new growth.
And the flowers,
right
the
back
beautiful flowers will get a chance to open up, and then you'll be able to enjoy. So it's in need of watering, but once I prune it down, I typically will put it in a beautiful pot like this, you know, give it a little facelift, and then you see we go ahead and water.
How often should you water? How often should you
Well,
water?
Each plant varies, and there's a way you can check. I always do the finger check. You know, if you put your finger in the soil to about 2 inches down,
about 2 inches down,
and you can kind of gauge to see how dry. You know, once if you don't feel moisture, then it means that the plant is in need of water.
Okay, so add additional water. To it. Okay.
And Veronica, another tip I like to give is to do the bottom watering. So for a plant like this that's so dehydrated, I would recommend pouring the water in the container and then sit in the plant in it. That way it absorbs the water from the bottom, a deep watering.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes now that I'm like, I think I can do this.
I think you can. I think you can. And if you need help, just call Jackie's Gardening Gems. I'm here for you.
This has been very educational. Yes. Now, do you also do gifts? I really like the elephant in the vase.
Yes.
Yeah. Pot holder. I guess that's not about.
Yes, I do.
Do you actually have gifts? And
that's something I'm working on. I'm introducing that. There are lots of projects that I have in mind for the spring.
Yes.
And I'd like to
we
share
did
some
talk
of those.
about a couple of those. Yes.
So I'm thinking of in the spring. I would like to introduce a plant and sip social get together.
That would be
where
nice.
I get small groups of people, and we make little pots, maybe cactus gardens, and sip wine or
wine has
soda.
To be included with everything.
We have to have wine.
Wine or sodas.
So that's something I'm planning to introduce and get going in the spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to help you with that. I think that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Would that be at your location, or just maybe go to a garden?
A garden, or maybe local, local places that I can use. So I can just try to mix it up and keep it exciting, and so that people are learning while they're having fun and socializing.
Okay. Yeah. What about if home staging? Do you rent out plants? For home staging? Right.
Thank you for asking. So that is another big thing that I do.
Okay.
It's called plant rental. So for doctors' offices, maybe, or realtors that are
that's what I was thinking.
Staging new homes, model homes, or home for sale. I do the hard work for you. I bring in beautiful plants to help you stage your settings.
Okay.
I will maintain the plants.
Nice.
So I'll come in and water, and then if for long term, like doctors' offices, I also will rotate the plants based on the per season.
Okay, and that's something you go back in.
Correct. I go back in, so they just have to have the plants there. I take care of everything.
Nice. So that's a part of your subscription base, basically.
It's the plant rental. Yes.
Okay.
And more. I'll be happy to share more information with anyone else. They could call or hit the website. But yes.
Okay. Cactus, are they back in style or out? I had a cactus years ago, and when it was time to repot it, I was like, what am I going to do with these thorns? All these thorns. So I would put gardening gloves on it, then I tossed it out.
It's seasonal. People, things go in cycle. What's old is new again. And it just depends on the individual. Some people just like cactus, and it's in for now, and it appears as if it goes up but comes back around.
Now I noticed everything is green. Do you do any plants that do have colors, a mixture of colors?
I do. I have
to the plants?
They're begonias. I have some red leaf begonias. Those are beautiful. I do.
Any sunflowers?
Sunflowers in the garden. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Those are always gorgeous.
Every year I do have those beautiful sunflowers. Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome. This has been great. Anything else you want to cover with us with any of the plants, or
what I want to share exciting news that in the spring I will be running a promotion for all new subscribers.
Nice.
So whoever subscribes throughout the spring, and I'll put the thing, will receive 50% of the first month of subscription, but they'll have to subscribe for 3 months. So if you sign up for a 3-month subscription to get you going, I'm offering 50% of that first month, and that's, I'm here for all your plant needs.
50% off. That is a great deal.
Yes.
That is really a good offer.
Yes.
Where can they reach you at? Your website, all of your information.
Okay, so my phone number is 240-446-6170. I'm on social media at Jackie's Gardening Gems on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And you can also send an email, gardeningandgifts@gmail.com.
Perfect. Jackie, I really appreciate you coming in the studio today with us with the Simply Bowie Publication Magazine.
Thank you for having me.
This has been great.
Yes.
Okay, I'm here with Jackie's Gardening Gems. Please make sure you reach out to her. She has a great offer. Please make sure you reach out. And she looks forward to hearing from you. Spring is coming. We're springing forward with our time this weekend. Actually, it's Saturday. This Saturday. Okay. So make sure you start your gardening by calling Miss Jackie Foster here, and let's get going with your gardening. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy. Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Mason!
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
Come on! Go, Diane! Yeah, keep it going! Yeah! Go, honey!
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.